What's going on, everyone? I just want to talk about the terms Mexican, Chicano, and Pocho. It just pretty much just brings some awareness to a lot of people who don't know how to distinguish between them. So, as you guys probably know, I live here in Mexico. I'm an American of African descent. Now, the term Mexican, when people hear the term Mexican, they automatically think it's a race. Mexican is not a race. Mexico is actually a country. It's a nation. So a Mexican is a person that was legally born in the country of Mexico. It's a nationality of citizenship of Mexico, Mexican. Now, Chicano is an American with Mexican descent or ancestry. Again, Chicano is a person that was born in the United States of America on that soil with parents or ancestors that were born in Mexico. So normally that will be Mexican American, or for me, African American. We're both American, but our ancestors were born or originated in different parts of the world. Now, Pocho. Pocho is the term that we use in Tijuana, Mexico. And pretty much based on what I know of out here and how it's explained, pretty much the locals tell me a Pocho is pretty much is an American with both of their parents, meaning or referring to their mom and dad being born in Mexico, but that crossed into the United States of America and their offspring was born in the United States. They call them Pochos. They don't call them Mexicanos. They don't call them Chicanos. They call them Pochos. So pretty much the reason why I bring all this up, because, a lot of people, when they talk to me, they consider themselves Mexicanos or whatnot, even though to me, it's not really a big deal. I really don't care, but I just don't like when terms are thrown around loosely or whatnot. So, another big thing is that out here in Mexico, this is my passion right now. So pretty much, if you say you're Mexicano, but you were born and raised and still currently being adapted to the United States, I feel like you haven't had the same struggles as the people out here, and you don't know any of the culture out here besides speaking Spanish. There's a lot more to do with the culture besides speaking Spanish and eating tortillas y cosas así. So the reason why, again, I bring that up, because for a perfect example, let's just say if we all were in the United States and if someone was pissed off at you and they were like, go back to Mexico, you'll be like, what the hell you mean go back to Mexico? I was born in the USA. Like, I've never been to Mexico and I don't know what Mexico is like. So it's kind of hypocritical in a way. So that's just like me. Somebody tell me go back to Africa. I don't know anything of Africa as far as the culture out there. I was born American and I grew up American, so I was adapted to the culture's ways in the United States. Perfect example. But what I would consider myself, I'm multicultural. I am American of African descent, and at the same time, now I am also a citizen of Mexico by naturalization. Look it up if you don't know what that means. So again, I'm multicultural, but again, I got love for all three, Chicanos, Mexicanos, y Pochos también, for all three of them. It's just that be proud of each and every one that you are. If you're a Chicano, you were born in the United States, and yes, you're proud of that because you have, Mexican ancestors. That's cool. I'm down for that. But just don't talk to me and jump between borders like, oh, I'm soy mexicano, pero no conozco México, o si tengo mis padres aquí en México o algo, pero mi cultura es de Estados Unidos. It's like, I'm just very, very confused. So like I said, just keep it real, keep it, be honest with it. And like I said, again, I got love for all, and for all of the people that always tell me and they approach me, hey, look, I'm Chicano, this and that. I most definitely respect that. Most definitely respect that, because you're just being honest about where you're from and where you're at and whatnot. And again, like I said, I got love for all. It doesn't matter. Just be honest with yourself and just keep it real, pretty much. That's all I'm saying, And for all of the other people out there too, because I know a lot of conversations that I have with my own people about, Mexicanos or Mexicans and Chicanos, it's sad that my people, as in, black Americans, they don't know the difference between the two. So it hurts me when they tell me, oh, well, I can't stand Mexicans, I hate Mexicans and this and that because of their bad experiences and what they've been exposed to. But again, it hurts me because it's a big difference culturally out here in Mexico rather than in the United States. So again, they're basing all of their experiences off of an American-based culture. Yes, they're considered Mexican American, but if we strip and remove the prefix, at the end of the day, we're still American. We still adapted and grew up to the American ways. But out here in Mexico, the people out here were born and raised in the culture of Mexico. It's very, very, very different. So I try to educate my people that communicate to me, hey, look, you can't say you hate all Mexicans. It's the culture of the United States that you have bad experiences with. That's the big difference, because out here I'm treated very, very differently, and it's because it's a big culture difference out here. That's just like me going to Africa. They wouldn't consider me African culturally, because they'll say, no, you don't know anything about our culture. Yes, we probably have the same ancestors and whatnot and through Africa, but your culture is American, so I just try to enlighten the people that are not aware and that don't know the differences between things or whatnot. But again, I just try to bring awareness and try to not have them look at, and then generalize, all Mexicans like that. And it's the same thing with blacks, because I know I get a lot of people, not directed towards me, but say, oh, with the Mexicans, they hate blacks. Well, again, they're judging it based on the typical average African American, based on their experiences. So again, Mexicans out here, they grew up differently, and they're very, very different from the Mexican Americans, So if you were born and raised out here and you weren't exposed to any other culture, physically, eres Mexicano. You're Mexican. Eres Mexicano or eres Mexicana. But if you were born in the United States and you have Mexican ancestors, then you're considered Chicano. That's the term that the American system gave you guys, just like us. They named us black. So when people refer to the word black, they think African American. They don't think Jamaican. They don't think Dominican or Puerto Rican. You just say black, that's African American. So again, I got love for all. I just wanted to kind of clear up those terms for a lot of people that was not aware of them. But like I said, the main difference is because you can't, for my own people, they can't just say I hate Mexicans because of their personal past experiences with the ones in the United States, because out here, pretty much you guys are based on and looked at as a whole. So it's kind of like giving the people down here a bad reputation too, though, if others say, yeah, well, I hate all Mexicans because, my personal past. But it's not fair, but it is. It is what it is. But again, let me know what you guys think. That's just based off my personal opinion. And of course, facts are facts, though, as far as if you were born in the USA and you have ancestors from Mexico, then you're considered Chicano. And of course, being born and raised in Mexico, you're Mexicano, Mexican, Chicano. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Drop me some comments. Don't pretty much debate the hell out of me, because this was just an informal not conversation, but this was just an informal speech that I was giving you guys and letting you guys be aware of as far as what I know. So leave comments and yeah, let me know what you guys think.